Good day everyone, you're welcome back to my channel. What I have today is how to cut a curved cape gown. It's a play gown and it's a very simple one. All you need to do is to watch this tutorial to the end. Now I'm going to start. Now at this tip I'm going to measure 8 inches downward. I have it here. Then I place my tape rule here. Then I measure another 8 inches. So I place it like this, can you see? Then I measure 8 inches. So I'm going to connect these lines together. Now, having connected these lines together, the waist circumference for this gown is 24 inches. Now, 24 inches divided by 2, and we have 12 inches. So I'm going to mark it out. So I have my 12 inches here plus 1, giving me the total of 7 inches. I have it here. So at this point, I'm going to lower this by 1 inch downward. So I'm going to connect like so. So right now I'm going to proceed. At this point, I'm going to measure 7 inches downward to get my hip line. 7 inches downward. Seven inches. So this lines marks my hip line. So for the hip is 33 inches, and 33 inches divided by 2, I have 16.5 inches. So sorry, 33 inches divided by 4, I have 8.5 inches, and I have it right here, plus 0.5 inch for my seam allowance. I have the total of 9 inches. So I've added some extra some inches to it. So right now, coming back to the waist line, the waist circumference. Now the waist circumference, what I have, the waist circumference for this particular gown is 24 inches. Sorry, I'll have to divide that 24 inches by 4, so I'll be having 6 inches. So I have my 6 inches right here. So plus 1 inch for seam allowance. So that's why I'm having the total of 7 inches at this waist circumference. So right now, the length of this gown is 27 inches. The total length is 37 inches and the half length is 13 inches. By the time I subtract 13 inches from 37, I will be having 24 inches, but I'll be adding extra 2 inches, making the total of 26 inches. So what I shall be marking here is 26 inches from this place. So I have it here. So I will also come here and place my tape rule to mark my 26 inches. I have it here. So I'm going to connect these lines together. So I have it here. So here I'm going to reduce here by 1.5 inches or 1 inch, because I wouldn't want it to be too slim. So right now I connect these lines together. So I'm going to cut this off. This is going to serve as the front panel of this gown. So what I'm going to do is to cut it out. So having cut it out, what I shall be doing right now is to use this front panel to cut out the back panel, and I'm going to increase it by 1 because it's going to have a zipper at the back. So right now I'm going to cut the top of this gown. So I will be working with the back panel first because the front is going to be an overlap. So right now, because it's going to have a zipper like I said, I'm going to remove that 1 inch of the zipper. So the neckline is 12 inches. So 12 inches divided by 2, I have 6 inches plus 0.5. So I have it right here. That is for the shoulder line. Now, the down part of it, I'm going to measure less than 1 inch for the slope. I have it here. Then after that, I place my tape rule right here to measure the armhole line. So the armhole line is 6 inches. So I have it here. So I'm going to connect these lines together. So having connected the lines together, I'm going to measure the bust circumference, and the bust circumference is 32 inches divided by 4. I have 8 inches plus 1 inch for the seam allowance. So I have it here. So this particular dress is just for a girl of between 11 to 12 years, thereabouts. So I won't be making it a princess that or even adding that. So I consider her to be still under child. So right now I'm going to connect. I'm going to look for the waist circumference. Like I said, it's 24 inches. See where can you see where I've placed my tape rule? Right here, because I won't be considering this. That is the zipper, side. So right now, the waist circumference divided by 4, I have 6 inches plus 1 inch for the seam allowance. So I have it here. So I'm going to connect these lines together. So for the armhole, I'm going to measure from this point. The midpoint of this is here, 3 inches. So I make my armhole curve. So right now I'm going to measure the neckline. I'm going to measure 1 inch For the depth of the neckline, 1 inch. Then the width, 3 inches. So I'm going to connect these lines. I hope you can see. So right now I connect this to this for the shoulder slope. So right now I'm going to cut it out. So I'm going to use this back piece to cut out the front piece. So as you can see right here, I've used this back piece to cut out the front piece. So right now I'm going to place it like so. And you see. So right now for the zipper allowance, I'm going to fold this one in by 1 inch. So which means what I use, the extra I've added to the front panel is 4 inches. I've added 4 inches. So I've added 4 inches to the front panel because it's going to be an overlap. So right now I'm going to make a mark right here. Then I'm going to slant this shoulder slope first. So at this point, I'm going to remove. Then I place my tape roll. Then I make a slant line right here. You see. So here right now I'm going to cut this off. So I will need to reshape the armhole line, the front armhole line. Then I have it like so. So this is the back piece. I'm going to cut it, slit it into 2 for the zipper purpose. So right now I'm going to sew the shoulder line first, after which I'm going to use it to cut out the cape for this gown. Now we have come to the end of this tutorial. This is the front panel, this is the back piece, while this is the cape. So this cape, I'm going to slant it like so that it will be fitted at the shoulder. So this marks the end of this tutorial. If you like this video, you can click on the liking button to have. If you have any question, please you can drop your question on the comment section so that it will be attended to. Till I may come your way some other time. Bye for now.